Hey guys, it's the TMI Queen. I'm sitting on my bare couch. I sprinkled it with that dirt stuff and left it all day long. Came home, vacuumed the heck out of it, and then I found in my closet this old steamer that I used to use for like steaming clothes, and it was supposed to like help with like cleaning things. I went and got that sucker and burned whatever was left on my couch. I haven't gotten one flea bite since I got home. It's amazing. I'm starting to win the battle. I also went and bought some, it's called Roundup Bug Destroyer. I'm not playing around anymore. I'm not playing around anymore. I mean, if I have to let my dog go to the bathroom in the driveway until I can get this under control, then so be it. Because I'm over it. I'm so over it. I went and spread it around in the backyard, and then you have to like wet it down. So I did that, and after that, it's supposed to be ready to go. Kids and animals can go play back there, and I'm still gonna keep them from eating the grass because I'm super paranoid. It probably isn't gonna hurt them, but I'm not taking any chances. But I want these fleas gone, and I know where they're coming from because the only place my dog goes is that backyard, aside from the house. On a different note, my dear friend Robbie, also known as Frecky Fitwolf, tagged me in the coffee and tea tag. I am going to answer a few questions about coffee and tea. Well, one thing I can tell you is I don't drink tea. My grandma used to drink iced tea all the time, and she always tried to get me to try it, and I don't care for it at all. My daughter-in-law loves sweet tea, and I go to this restaurant pretty regularly, at least once a week, and they know what I want before I even order it. That's the kind of place it is, and that's how much in a rut I am. They always seem to get me and my daughter-in-law confused, and I don't know why. So they'll just bring me a sweet tea without even asking me what I wanted, and I go to take a sip and I'm like, but this last time it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible. So I mean, maybe I'm developing a taste for it. I don't know, and I've never had hot tea before. All my British friends that I met online have said, you need to try it. You need to do it. You know, you have to. I'm like, you know, if I ever come over there, I'll give it a shot. I can't make any promises, but I'll give it a shot. The first question is, do you like your coffee or tea hot or cold? And I mean, I'll drink it either way. Coffee's coffee for me, but I do prefer it hot. Even in the summertime, I drink it hot. So I don't know why, it just tastes better to me. But I did start, my very first coffee experience was a Frappuccino, and that was obviously cold. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. So, but I do have to say, to me, I feel like coffee should be hot. The next question was, do you like your coffee strong or weak? I mean, it depends on how much I need to wake up. If I need to wake up, I want it strong, and the stronger the better. But other than that, it makes no difference to me. As long as it's caffeinated, that's all I really care about. The next question is, instant coffee or brewed? Definitely brewed. I used to buy the instant, but it just doesn't taste quite the same. And I bought like a little cheap Keurig type coffee maker from Walmart, $30, and best thing I ever bought. Get those little K-cup pods, toss one in there, you're good to go. The next question is, do you buy your coffee out or do you make it at home? Well, technically, neither, really. I have a coffee maker at home, but I hardly ever drink coffee on the weekends. I mostly drink it during the week at work, and we have a coffee like machine that has like espresso, cappuccino, cafe au lait, and then your just standard coffee, and then it gives you the option for hot or cold. It's really nice, but I usually make my coffee there in the lunchroom, and that's what I have for the day. But occasionally on the weekends, I'll make some at home, but I hardly ever order it out. Funny story about the first time I ever got one ordered out. My friend was working at a Starbucks in town, and it was the first Starbucks in our area. I'd never had a Starbucks coffee before. And she was like, hey, I just made this coffee for a customer and she doesn't want it because I put too much espresso in it. Would you want it? Do you drink coffee? And I'm like, no, but I've always wanted to try it, so I mean, I'm open to it. And she's like, it's free. And I'm like, you just said my favorite word, so obviously yes. So she gives me this caramel macchiato with double espresso in it. And I drank it as I went grocery shopping. And when I get done, I get home, and at the time I was like really big into like blogging and writing stories and stuff online and chatting online. And as I'm typing this story, my hands started shaking so uncontrollably that I could hardly like type. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And that's when I realized it was the coffee. So I called my friend at work and I was like, dude, what the heck did you put in this coffee? And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, my hands won't stop shaking. Like, what is in this coffee? Like liquid crack? And she started laughing. She's like, well, I told you it had a double espresso in it. And I'm like, I don't even know what espresso is. And she's like, oh yeah, it's like really super strong coffee. I'm like, oh my God. And so yeah, that was the story of that. And and I didn't sleep really well that night either because I was flying high. Got a lot of stuff accomplished that night for sure, but oh my gosh, it was the strongest coffee I've ever had in my life. So the next question is, what is your favorite cold coffee? And I'd have to say a Frappuccino, from Starbucks. The mocha Frappuccino, love it. Also, a mocha mou latte from Dairy Queen. I get that every year on my birthday. I try not to have it too much because there's so many calories in it, but it's so good. Oh my gosh. If I'm looking for a way to spoil myself food-wise, that's one of the ways I'll do it because it's probably less coffee than it is crap that's bad for you, but it's so good. It's so good. And then my favorite hot coffee is the next question. My favorite hot coffee, it's what I drink every single day. It is, your plain black coffee, 2 caramel macchiato creamers, and like the flavored creamers, and then just sprinkle a little, probably about a third of a packet of hot cocoa in it. So good. So good. My absolute favorite. Like, I drink it every day. The next question is, what time of the day do you drink your coffee? In the morning. I mean, if it's decaffeinated, I'd probably drink it any time of the day, but if it's caffeinated, it's got to be first thing in the morning because if I drink it past noon, I don't sleep. Insomnia is so terrible. The next question is, what do you like in your coffee? Well, I mean, at one point I started out with like 2 sugars and 4 creamers, like flavored creamers. But I've managed to get it down to the 2 caramel macchiato creamers and a little bit of hot cocoa. That's it. No extra sugar, no extra creamer. And that's about all I ever drink in it. It's just a couple creamers. I don't want it super light and I don't want it super dark either. And it's usually got to have a little chocolate flavoring in it somehow because it's just how I like it. The next question is, have you always liked coffee? No. Like, I literally just started drinking it last year on any kind of regular basis. And it kind of coincided with when I cut back on pop because I was having really bad migraines and I stopped pop, and then instead of having the migraines, I just had this constant ache in my head for like 3 months. after I stopped pop. And I was like, I need some kind of caffeine. I just need it in order to function. And I'd heard some things in the migraine forums. For some people, coffee really helps them, especially if they drink it first thing in the morning. You can use it like as a preventative. So I did that and the headaches went away. So, but I only limit myself to one because I don't want to get crazy with the caffeine or anything. The next question is, what coffee do you recommend? Really, to me, coffee's coffee. I don't really notice any kind of difference, but to be fair, I'm not really a connoisseur of coffees, so I can't really say that, there's anything that I like really prefer, because I really have a limited experience with it. Like Folgers is about the extent of my coffee experience, and maybe the occasional Starbucks, but that's about it. So I can't say that I really recommend anything in particular. So that is my coffee talk. So I am going to tag Samantha Wright. I know she watches my videos. I know she does. She comments on every single one. And I haven't seen her do one. So I would love to hear from her. I want to hear what she does with coffee or tea. So tag, you're it. The link to her channel will be in the description below, as well as the questions. So hope to hear from you. And if you'd love to participate, you're welcome to. And comment below if you do one as well, because I would love to hear what kind of things you recommend and what kind of things you do. Maybe I'll get some new ideas, because goodness knows I need some. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.